Bigfoot, undisputedly the world's most entertaining cryptid. Join the Reverend Jeff Kelly and your old pal Wes as they discuss the best and worst the media has to offer. Movies, books, TV shows, commercials, all on Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly.
This show may contain adult content in it.
While you're saying
this motherfucker. This fucking guy right here. You give me a fucking countdown. I begin, and like 3 minutes into it, this son of a bitch is like, "Hey guys."
That's right.
I didn't say "Hey guys."
Entertainment Weekly.
You got a license for that?
They're giving away paperwork for illegal firearms these days.
Who'd say I don't take that away from you right now and lock you away in a cell?
Yeah, I reckon you can have it if you can pry it from my cold dead hands.
I wonder how many times they had to get him to redo that scene so he could seem as much of a douchebag as possible. That's right, people. I'm the Reverend Jeff Kelly. That's your old pal Wes Losner over there. This is Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly. Bigfoot Wars, bitches. That's right. Dude, are you seriously kidding me? Judd Nelson, Bender from The Breakfast Club, and C. Thomas Howell, Mr. Ponyboy himself, in a Bigfoot movie.
Motherfucking Thomas, motherfucking Howell.
Oh my fuck, dude, are you kidding me? It's like teenage girl pregnancy hard on here. I don't know, dude. That's crazy to think that these two jackasses end up in a Bigfoot movie 20 years later, 30 years later, however long it's been. God, it's been so whatever. So that's what we're talking about tonight. We're talking about the Bigfoot Wars movie. That's right, dude. They made this hype. They hyped this thing for like 2 years. Then it gets released, and it's just like, oh. However, again, it is one where I like to root for the Bigfoot. I mean, dude, let's start this sucker out and get it over with because it's freaking hysterically funny.
Yeah, so the movie starts out, you're hearing some noises and some umping and dumping, and then you get the scene, and it's this like greasy dude, and you get some little butt cheeks on the bed there. And you find out that this guy's the mayor, Mr. Mayor. She called him. Yeah. So you find out she's a hooker. And Mr. Mayor's trying to hide that shit. And right as she asks to be paid, he says, "You'll get paid after I drop a deuce," or some bullshit.
I'll give you some more when I get done dropping the shit, honey. Yeah. I'll be right back.
So he's standing there looking at himself all proud, and Biggie just busts through the motherfucking window and just slices dude's neck like one foul swipe, like, "Peace out, Mayor." Yeah,
you're done. It's like, yeah, you're out here cheating on your wife. Is Biggie like the moral enforcer in this movie? I think he is. I'm like, the horror movies, the cliches go, don't be a teenager having sex in the woods. Don't be cheating on your wife in the woods. Don't be out drinking in the woods, or the big bad monster will get you. I think we're right there.
Okay. Now, this is where it gets really fucking weird. You just watched this hooker put her clothes on screaming about this, and Biggie, supposedly gets her or some shit, and you move on. You're getting a news report, and the news reporter interviews this fucking hooker, and she's talking about you need to look at the people in the politics and blah, blah, blah. How? Come on.
Now, you want to talk about what's really weird, Wes, and I think about it for just a moment. Those people were just acting in front of a green screen. All the rest of that was put together in post. So how horrible and cheesy would it have been to be just giving those lines out in front of just a green screen and a camera?
Yeah, but it's just not just that. It's like they fucked up. Like, how are you going to have the same hooker that just got killed on the news like she survived?
Right.
And then we find out later that she didn't. Like, we get to that. Like, she did survive, but I mean, she's like fucked up and been raped, and you know. But we'll get to that. We'll get to that. Don't worry. But okay, so we find out through this news report they're in Boggy Creek.
Yeah. This is the folk monster, I guess, that they're dealing with there.
Yeah. So then, after this news report and everything, the what the fuck moment for now. The kids, these kids are in a car, you know, and they're driving, and the dude, like, I had to write this down because it was a funny part when he referred to his dick as the Barracuda, and the broad was just like,
did you just refer to your dick as the Barracuda? Yeah, honey, of course I did. You love the Barracuda.
Yeah, so the kids are going into some cabin and shit, and they're out, like, I guess on some beach of something, like, I don't know if it's the creek or, you know, is there
I couldn't figure out the location.
Boggy Creek?
Well, Boggy Creek's in the swamp, so I guess
that's
there's
what I don't
water all
understand.
over.
So they're playing volleyball and shit right there, you know, and everything, and then the dudes that his girlfriend is like rejecting him like left and right throughout this movie and shit, and then there's this scene where she just keeps rejecting him, and then like basically fucking Biggie just comes in this, or like fuck the dude, the whole scene's fucked up because like the two go off, you know, to like make out and shit like that, and she's taking her top off and hiding behind the tree and everything like that, all right? And like next thing you know, there's like 6 or 7 Bigfoot just fucking ripping everyone to shreds, kind of.
Yeah, it's definitely not a single Bigfoot movie.
Yeah, no. And like it was like fucking massacre, and then like so then you get to like where it's a crime scene now. And this and the whole thing through this whole movie, Judd Nelson is fucking narrating.
He's a
his
doctor.
Thoughts.
Yeah.
Oh no, not Judd Nelson.
C. Thomas Howell.
No. The other guy, the sheriff who played sheriff.
Oh God. Yeah, Dick Wad, sheriff guy.
Yeah,
give me a minute.
Okay, so Dick Wad fucking he narrates this whole fucking movie. All right, and he's talking to himself.
So annoying. He's a jackass. He's an alcoholic drunk who like beats his family or some crap.
Yeah, like they're investigating this crime scene of the camp where all these kids got killed and shit like that, and then he gives this like long like fucking like serious speech about how people void their bowels and how everybody fucking when they die and shit. So a crime
David
scene
Sullivan is Deputy Walton.
Oh, okay, all right. I thought he was Judd Nelson for some reason, but that's right. Judd Nelson's the
Dr. Leonard Evans. Yeah. And John Orr as Bigfoot number 4. Whatever the hell that means.
Oh fuck. So, anyways, he makes this whole scene about smelling like shit, and then the dude gets bitched at, and they were like, you know, I don't know who the fuck that government guy was because the mayor was dead.
Yeah, I deputy mayor. I don't know.
Yeah. So then that guy leaves, and then that's when they find that print, and it was like,
not this again.
Yeah. So then fucking they cut. After that scene is when they show that drunk dude and he's talking to a bottle while he's driving, and then he comes across that fucking hooker and she's all fucking fucked up and screaming and just nasty.
Post-traumatic stress the fuck out. That's what she is.
So he grabs her and, you know, like he takes her, you know, like to get help and shit. Then you go to this scene where you get introduced to the sheriff's daughter, the little fucking cunt of a chick that she is, dude. Like, dude, that little snot. And like she was trying to get money from her dad in that whole scene, you know, like, and she's just fucking talking shit about him in the text, and like it was a fucked up thing. And then from that scene they cut right back to the doctor, and you finally get to see Judd Nelson, and he sedates the hooker. And then after he sedates the hooker and shit, you get that scene where he's talking to the nurse, and he tells the nurse, give her this, he hands her the prescription. And she was all, the nurse is like, I already sedated her. He's like, no, this is for me.
This is for me. There were a bunch of really bad one-liners in this movie.
Yeah, really bad. And so it's just like, and in this part of my notes, I just have like the way the sheriff narrates this fucking shit kills this movie.
It does. The guy's got a horrible voice, a horrible cadence.
He's filling you in, like the holes in the story,
the flashbacks.
Yeah, is like oh man, yeah, he's having random flashbacks that never ever get explained.
No, right. We have no clue what these flashbacks
he
are.
Talks about seeing Bigfoot before,
but we don't get a flashback of that.
No, never. And so, like, oh man. So the sheriff fucking goes to see this crazy old lady who's family to C. Thomas Howell's character, I guess. That lady that's surrounded by all the kids and she's got the shotgun and shit. That was a scary broad right there.
Yeah, dude. Well, he lost his daughter to the Bigfoots, years before.
Yeah. Well, yeah, he ends up explaining that and shit, And then so fucking the daughter slut goes to the drive-in, of course, with her fucking dude.
Brown pound.
And that dude, like, Biggie comes and actually saves the day here.
Yeah, because he was gonna rape the shit out of her, dude.
Yeah,
like, you can't tell me no, bitch. Watch this. Yeah.
Biggie, and that's right when Biggie came up,
man.
Yeah,
trying to rape bitches in the woods because Biggie will get you
right in the middle of a drive-through. Yet nobody really saw anything. Like, I don't understand how that happened. We're like the only one there.
Right. Well, hey, this is a good spot to top and talk about the art of the week at westlosner.com, dude. What the F is this? Is a head in a box. Is this from 13 Ghosts?
Yes, sir. This is the Jackal.
Yeah, that is sick, man. I mean, that character scared the crap out of me in that movie. And there wasn't a whole lot in that movie that scared me, but the Jackal did, and I don't know why. The prom queen was a joke. The ballerina was just like sick. I had to kick that bitch right in the front crotch and like grabbed her dirty pillars. Yeah. I had to just squeeze her dirty pillows until she ran away. But this thing right here, dude, was just like, what the F, dude? Creepy as hell. Well, if you want to get this thing, is it still available for sale?
Yes, it is, and it's on sale right now too, right on the website.
Stop being cheap bastards. Buy some art for your house. westlosner.com. Okay, back to the movie.
Yes, sir. So after, daughter slut, gets swooped up at the drive-thru and the Bigfoot take her and just drag her off.
Now that was weird because I've seen this. We've seen this in other movies. Biggie takes the hot rod from the 60s hostage, in her golden jumpsuit out of the plane. Takes those two chicks. What is it with Biggie taking chicks hostage?
I don't know. I don't get that. But
who writes this crap?
Not C. Thomas Howell, because it's too cool. Anyways, so they take her to some freaking cave and shit, and you see that there's like dead in the woods, and they're looking for shit. And it's this.
What's that noise?
Yeah, it's this tiny little. Yeah. So they find a print, and then fucking. It cuts from that scene, and you get the drunk guy that found the hooker, and then the sheriff dude. He deputizes him for not being drunk for a day.
Right. When was the last time you had a drink? Yesterday. Okay, you're deputized.
Yeah. Here's a job, boy. Yeah, just like that. So then they end up fucking. loading up, like, and they're just getting all kinds of guns, loading up their freaking magazines and
It's time
everything.
for Bigfoot Wars, right? Because we've been waiting for Bigfoot Wars through this entire fucking movie.
Yeah. And so then that's when we get to the scene where you heard earlier play out, where we see motherfucking Thomas motherfucking Howell for the first time. And he's out there just polishing his gun, and getting
just
ready.
Wiping his gun down right on the city street, just playing with it. You know, he's wide open at my son bitch right out in front of the sheriff's office. How about I take you to jail? Hold on there, boy, now. Hold on there. Hold on.
Yeah, so then they have that whole scene, and like, so they end up, you know, like, I think this is one of the scenes where dude starts having one of his little flashbacks as they're walking and talking, and then C. Thomas Howell starts talking for a minute, and then he stops to smoke a joint.
Yeah. For no other reason than to smoke a joint, he stops to smoke a joint.
Yeah, and so he puts the hand back, like, stop, everybody, stop, wait, you know, and he crouches down, lights up a joint, you know, and so you got the other deputy or whatever the fuck his name was, beard dude, and he was like, are we just gonna let this happen?
Yeah,
You
well,
know,
what are you gonna do about it? It's Louisiana swamp, boy. You just worry about not getting killed by these Bigfoot and shut the fuck up.
Yeah, so then it cuts from that scene to the news chick and her camera dude, and they end up seeing Biggie, you know, and I put in parentheses right here because as they're running away and everything, Bigfoot isn't fast at all in this movie.
No, for some reason
he's a
very
lumbering,
sluggish.
slow creature. He's not very fast at all. And so, like, yeah, so they find meth head guns dude, fucking, what's his name? The meth head dude in that, like, what, it was like a barn or some shit. Remember
You talking about Slim Eddie?
Is that what that guy's name was when they went in that barn and then that meth guy was just freaking out?
Slim Eddie was just like geeking out, dude. I can't think of another word to use for it.
Yeah, so then fucking there ends up being a fire in that shit, and then Biggie ends up fucking getting camera dude, and then that dude dies, and then the sheriff shows up, and all fucking hell breaks loose. And then C. Thomas Howell fucking comes in and saves the motherfucking day.
Of course he does, because he is C. Thomas motherfucking Howell, man.
Yeah, and so the
Cody
fucking
boy!
It cuts from that scene to the doctor, and he's drugged the fuck out on all his fucking prescription shit.
Doctor, we need you. It's not the best time. Doesn't matter, doctor, we need you. Okay, I'll be right there.
And through this scene, C. Thomas Howell lights himself up another joint. So
smoke another doobie and pass it along. And while we're at that point, we might as well talk about this art or this tattoo of the week. The all-seeing eye. What the F, dude? That's killer. It looks like stone. It looks like real stone.
Yeah, it was fun. It's on. I think it's on the back of this dude's leg, if I remember correctly. Yeah.
That's what it looks like on the back of a calf.
Yeah.
It
was a fun one to do. And he ended up getting some other kind of all-seeing eye on the other side, too.
That's just creepy that you need to have eyes behind you to watch your back. But if you want to get a tattoo done by the great Wes Losner, now famous Wes Losner, get your butt down to the Good Neighbor Tattoo in Escondido, California, because the line is out the door. And Halloween, there's a big old special. So give him a call up, check him his Instagram at Squatchy Inc., or find him on Facebook in the Squatchers Lounge, hanging out with my dumbass. All right, back to the film.
Yeah, so you get fucking after C. Thomas Howell, scene where he's just chilling and smoking, which I love about that movie. But you start there, like the version that I found for this, like there's this whole like speech C. Thomas Howell gives about the past and shit like that, and in and out, I can't hear for the life of me what the fuck the dude said. So like, there's like 10 minutes of talking that I just didn't hear.
Poor thing.
Yeah,
well, bless
so
your heart.
but then fucking, so you get to the cave, all right, and fucking you get the what's it called? You got them looking in there and shit, and then they cut to a scene where the hooker's describing what happened in there, and you find out that they raped her and shit like that and everything, and then fucking it ends up
getting his bang on, dude.
yeah, and then Bigfoot starts showing up in the cave, and fucking C. Thomas Howell fucking saves the day and whips out his fucking sledgehammer and
The
starts killing.
sledgehammer of death. And we're not talking about Thor, man. We're talking about straight up street fighting with a sledge, probably a 5-pound sledge. He is just a master of that MF. Now, it probably actually weighed like 1.5 pounds because it was movie magic and all, but,
Yeah.
you know, hey, it looked good on camera. He was like, oh, crap, I'm out of bullets. Never mind. I have my trusty battle hammer.
Yeah, fucking Thor. But so then they end up hearing that dude's daughter is like on the other side of this fucking rock and shit. So C. Thomas Howell fucking busts out some C4 and fucking they blow the fucking shit down and fucking save the fucking daughter and shit. But C. Thomas Howell is a fucking savage and slices fucking one of Biggie's heads off. One of the Biggies, and fucking takes the head with him, and he's holding Biggie's fucking head, and like the two chicks, they get out of the fucking cave first, and they run across the field, and they run for their lives, and then the two dudes are running across the field, and then they turn around, and here comes like fucking like seriously like 30
like
fucking
20,
squad.
yeah, like 20 or 30 Bigfoot coming at him, dude. I mean, it's on. It's like Bigfoot Wars. Here we go. It's finally gonna be on. And what do we get? We get like 30 seconds of screaming, a couple of hammer hits, and then cut the credits.
Yeah.
What the actual fuck, dude? Really? You don't even finish the movie? You can't even get a complete script? We don't see what happens? Is there a Bigfoot Wars 2? I haven't seen any plans for a Bigfoot Wars 2. God can only pray that there's a Bigfoot Wars 2, and C. Thomas Howell and Judd Nelson will be joined by, I don't know, who would you want to see in Bigfoot Wars 2?
Not the sheriff. Maybe something happens to the sheriff, and C. Thomas Howell has guilt that he had to sacrifice the sheriff to survive or something, you know. But like,
who else besides, you know, C. Thomas Howell, Judd Nelson? Who are we adding?
That's a good question.
You know, how about Corey Feldman? I'd love to see Corey Feldman in there somewhere. Corey Feldman can get out of it. I mean,
yeah, but
we have the
like,
old guys in the Bigfoot from the Sci-Fi Channel. Maybe that's what we should do next week. Is that really bad one from Sci-Fi?
Danny Bonaducci.
Yeah, that guy. Yeah, there's been a while since I've seen
Gary Busey should be in a Bigfoot movie.
Oh, Gary Busey in a Bigfoot movie. Russell, not Russell. What the hell's his real name, dude? Friggin' Quaid, Randy Quaid, the one that just got arrested again because he tried to sneak back into the country. Oh,
Bill Murray.
Bill Murray's been in a lot of things, zombie movies and all.
Like
so,
Harry and the Hendersons Part 2, and Bill Murray is like out there on vacation.
Now that would actually be kind of funny. All right, so I'm going to give this one a thumbs up and a thumbs down. One, you should watch it, yeah, but thumbs down because it just doesn't have a fucking ending.
Well, I do the same motion, but I'm going to put this side up and this side down and not match you. But yeah, the same thing because the editing's really off on this. And this movie was like made out to be like there was going to be soldiers and shit from what I remember against the Bigfoot. And it ended up Louisiana swamp mobster C. Thomas Howell. And
you can have my gun when you pry my cold dead hands from around it.
And a
douchebag sheriff.
Yeah, diary reading sheriff.
All right. Well, guess what, folks?
I don't know.
That's going to wrap it up for us here on This Week at Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly. Bigfoot Wars, thumbs up, thumbs down. Watch it, no ending. It's worth a watch. there's getting to be some good ones coming around.
Well, C. Thomas Howell's in it, so
See,
I gotta give
motherfucking
it-
Thomas Howell, bitches.
yeah, I gotta give it 2 thumbs up just because of C. Thomas Howell. I mean, the
That's
story's shit, but
But-
C. Thomas Howell's a man, so I changed my vote to 2 thumbs up.
Well, there you have it, folks. 2 thumbs up from
But
your
it's a
old pal
shitty
Wes
movie.
on Bigfoot Entertainment Weekly. Thanks everybody for watching it. We will see you next week. Thanks for watching, and may the Squatch be with you.
Seriously though,
Seriously, what?
the editing did suck ass.
Listen, here it is. Here you go. Here's the ending. This is the whole best part of the movie. I'm gonna save you like 88 or 87.